Win Monday Nation. What is going on? This is the latest episode of Paul's Take inside of the Win Monday podcast. As I am fresh on the heels of an epic conversation with a dear friend, Jennifer Leer. She is now a part of Executive Speakers Bureau, which is how we met. We were all just thunder buddies in this wonderful industry of keynote speaking and thought leadership. And she is an agent that just is a matchmaker extraordinaire. But well before that, not only just being a business owner and owning her own agency, she spent 2.5 decades, actually still does, in the greater entertainment space. So the bright lights of Vegas and knowing how to show up biggest under the bright lights, knowing how to show up in those magical moments, knowing how to be our best, all in service of others. So if this is up your alley, if you want to learn these lessons and insights from somebody that has shined brightest in the brightest stages, under the brightest lights, then go back and listen to my conversation with Jennifer. And one of the insights that I am not going to forget, and I wish we would have spent more time here in our conversation, and that is what inspired today's take, is you are best equipped to serve who you once were. I'll repeat that. You are best equipped to serve who you once were. So Win Monday Nation, I'm talking to you because what Jennifer brought us toward is that in her journey, and you'll hear how it wasn't always so smooth. It wasn't always a fast pass. It was most certainly not easy. She dealt with issues relative to self-confidence, self-worth, image, body, you name it, like all these things that can cripple and paralyze so many from their dreams, their goals, their ambitions, everything that's future focused in a positive light. But she didn't let those get in the way because she was determined based on listening to the cues and signals that changed and transformed her life. In her case, yoga was that thing. When she was introduced to yoga, it made her feel like a new person, a brighter light, her in her brightest self. And every single one of us, if we are aware enough, that's the key. We need to be aware of the cues, aware of the signals. But what have you been through that when you were in those moments, some other people might call it flow state? That may not be my vocabulary, but you do you. If you feel like you have achieved flow state in a certain thing or space, or with certain people or doing a certain activity, amazing. For me, it is literally when time just goes and I just find myself getting obsessed and the desire grows and my yearning for greatness grows. Like I just know that I am in the right place, stage, people, tribe, community, all of it. I just know it. But I used to go through these experiences and sometimes I ignored it, or I felt like it was just a side thing or a passion thing. Well, I've got to plug back into the day job because, we got to put bread on the table, all the stuff, all the responsibilities, the real world things that sometimes deter us from the track we're supposed to be on. And here's what I want to impress upon you. If yoga transformed Jennifer's life and made her the best version of herself, notice that I said, she is not a full-time yoga instructor or a coach or a trainer or a consultant or anything. She does, however, invest time every weekend to do it. She has a day job that she absolutely loves. She loves what she does, who she serves, who she does it with and for. She is absolutely thriving in her career, feels called to do it, but make no mistake, she wouldn't be who she is. And these are her words, without yoga. And so she found a way not necessarily to make it the 365 thing, but to integrate it into not work-life balance, but work-life harmony, work-life integration. How do you inject this place of flow and passion where you lose track of time and make it a part of your life? You don't need to burn the boats. You don't need to go all in, maybe yet. But even if you always keep it on the side, the only mistake is ignoring it. The only mistake is not doing it. The right decision is to scratch that itch, to get in there and to understand, what do I need to do on the side or as a passion project or with my nights or with my weekends? You don't need to burn the boats to go after your dreams, your goals, your ambitions, your desires. Maybe like me, you find a calling and you do burn the boats, and that's cool. But I also didn't make my decision overnight. And so go back and listen to that convo with Jennifer. Listen to how much she connects to the spirit of yoga, how it has transformed her. And my take for today is, what is your yoga? What is that thing that makes you lose track of time? And in the spirit of we are best equipped to serve who we once were, she realized that yoga transformed her life. She was helping the Jennifer of yesteryear. Who do you need to help? And if you can do it in that area of flow where you lose track of time, as a coach, as a consultant, as a teacher, as a mentor, as a friend, as an advisor, then that is how you can win in a holistic way. So that is my take for the day. Make sure you go back, hop into my conversation with Jennifer. It is absolute fire. That concludes this episode of Paul's Take inside of the Win Monday podcast.